It's that time again! It's time for Slide Job Racing League here on BRN, where tonight the stars here on Tuesday night are out bright and ready to go qualifying. It's Carb Day qualifying for the iRacing.Funny250 here tonight on BRN. We've got a lot of guys and gals ready to go qualifying, going for the pole. That's the goal tonight, is to get on that front row for the iRacing.Funny250 in just 2 weeks' time. Dawson Allen on the call, as always, here for Slide Job Racing League on BRN. And I'm looking forward to a fun night here. We're just broadcasting qualifying, nothing too crazy. We don't have anything really ecstatically wild going on. We've got qualifying, though. Top 2 spots tonight will qualify in as your front row for the race in 2 weeks' time. Of course, it'll also set our fields for the duels and give these drivers a sense of what they're going to have to do to make it to this race in 2 weeks' time. Got a fun show slated for you here tonight, watching some qualifying, getting some drivers, getting some lap times down, maybe highlighting some of the guys and gals that are new to this league or that have been here a time or two. And all just having a little bit of fun. So we got about 34 seconds before qualifying is ready and set to kick off. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm really excited to take you all along on this journey. So as we get ready to start the proper qualifying, we'll first pull somebody up in here with us to talk to us. As we check to see, make sure who we've got qualifying first. Looks like that's who our starting qualifier is, so we'll let them ride out here. First things first, we'll pull in somebody to talk to. How about we dial up driver coming in tonight? Been racing here before, the driver of the number time machine. That is Jamie Wright. We'll start off with him here in the booth with us. If I can somehow get him up in here. So as the qualifying is ready to begin, just do it like this. There we go. We'll pull in our first driver to talk to tonight, that being the driver of the number 89 machine, Jamie Wright. Hey, Jamie Wright, how you doing tonight?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing pretty good. Well, coming into Daytona, ready to get qualifying going, as everybody's starting to get shuffled around, ready to get themselves lined up and ready to qualify for tonight. How do you feel about your chance at the pole?
Oh, I am not getting the pole. I don't think I'm going to be anywhere close. My luck, especially in slide job at qualifying here, has been really bad. So I'm hoping for a top 20 run, maybe, something that'll put me towards the front of a duel.
Well, we'll see what you can do. Looking forward to how things go tonight for that 89, but how are you feeling just, getting ready to go back racing here on Tuesday nights, getting ready to have some more runs and trying to go out some more wins?
Yeah, I'm actually really excited. I think the off-season, it was a little longer than usual, I think, so it's getting everybody a little more pumped. I'm very nervous, though, because I did not finish good in points last season, so I'm not locked into any of the races so far. So we've got a lot of new people here, and I'm very nervous about making these races.
Well, we'll see how you can do. Of course, not a win here in the Slide Job Racing. We have had you broadcasted for a win, I believe, in the NASCAR Motorstardom Cup Series. Just when you win a race like that in a broadcasted league, for example, does that build you any confidence when you head elsewhere? Maybe just trying to pick up wins and things like that?
Maybe for most people it would. I mean, it is very exciting to win a race and being able to go back and watch it. I was actually watching that win earlier today. But I don't know, every race is new for me, and these cars are just completely different than anything else. And if it's not under a mile long, I'm probably not going to be very good at it anyway. But yeah, I love going out and being able to do my best to try to win some of these short tracks and trying to get better at the big ones for sure.
Well, we're looking forward to seeing how it goes. Right now, though, on track, our first qualifier, Tyler Watermolen, is out here on the racetrack now. Jamie, new paint scheme, new number for this guy. A Goodwill scheme, the number 69. How are we feeling about it?
Yeah, Goodwill, I think he'll put a lap down for sure. He'll make it to the finish line.
With how he's blinking right now, I'm not sure if he will put a lap time down. He is struggling to get around here, at least getting a lap time in. We'll see what he's able to do. but he's just blinking all in over the place. This has
Yeah.
been the story of his life with this stuff here. So he is making his way around the racetrack right now. When he pops back in, we see him, and then we don't see him. Then we do, and then we don't.
Might be struggling to keep the bottom of the racetrack from what I'm seeing, so might not be the best lap for Tyler Watermullen.
No, but he's got to set at least a lap and get himself ready to go in the duels, I would say. Definitely a good... He's won races before on the Super Speedway. He won, of course, the Season 1 race in the BSR Truck Series at Talladega. That was a race I was a part of, and somehow, some way, he was able to win, and somehow, some way, he qualifies with a 49.779. That is his first lap time. The first lap time of the night is going to go to Tyler Watermullen, as we see Rivers Jones now make his way onto the racetrack in the number 40 machine.
And good thing for Tyler Watermullen, even if it is a bad lap, he is locked into the iRacing.Funny250. So no matter what, he's going to be in the show.
Yeah, the qualifying lap doesn't matter if he doesn't run well, because he is in the show. Top 25 in points at the end of last season means that he has got a spot to race in 2 weeks' time. But nevertheless, you still want to have a good qualifying effort. You still want to have a good shot at it. You still want to have a good run when you got TV time, and that's what Tyler Watermullen hoped to do, but it's a 49.779. The first lap time of the night. Rivers Jones, though, in the number 40 machine. It's Brent Agriculture, Chevy Camaro, the number 40 car. New scheme, new number, I believe, for Rivers this season.
Yeah, new number. Rivers Jones, he's put up some good runs recently in the next-gen car, so I think he's going to be one to watch for. Obviously didn't have a great points finish last season, but I think he'll be a very good threat for the playoffs this season.
He'll be competitive, I feel like. He's definitely a guy that you cannot sleep on as he tries to race his way into this field. Starts off qualifying, it looks like. This is his official lap time, is what this is now he makes his way on his hot lap. Christian Pacheco going out for his warm-up lap now, too.
And another thing about qualifying really good here is I have, you want to have a good starting spot in the duel, because I have started in the back of a... Oh, Rivers Jones on the apron now.
I don't know if he... Guessing he did not like that, so he'll abort his run, it looks like.
I have started in the back of the iRacing.Funny250, and it is not fun trying to make it through the field, especially in these cars with the draft and everything, how it's changed so much. So you want to get a good qualifying run in to have a good start in the duel, so you can finish good in the duel to have a great start in the iRacing.Funny250.
Absolutely. Here's a guy that's good at the Super Speedways, can find himself in the mix of things late in the going. That's Christian Pacheco in the number 88 machine. Not a shocker to see him back in this vehicle. He makes his way around the racetrack. Pacheco, I don't believe, has ever won here, but he has put up a career best finish last season at Indianapolis. Right now, he puts up a 49.7 flat, which is right now the fastest time on the track. If it holds, I don't know if it will hold or not. We'll have to see. But he is kind of linking in and out as well. We'll have Austin Dorn, who should be making his way onto the track, if not already. Got to catch up all the new numbers and everything and find out who's who and what's what. But I don't see him in our entry list.
We've had two qualifiers now whose times have not gone in. Rivers and Christian Pacheco's times are not on iRacing at all. So
I got a flash of a 49.7 for Pacheco. Not sure if that's going to count then, so we'll hold that in reserve just in case. It was a 49.7 flat though for Pacheco unofficially. As we have Blaine Sparling lined up, he is the next car to go.
Oh, it looks like we might be getting a new session possibly here.
We could be heading to a new session.
I don't have chat
like.
on. Oh, we are. Yeah.
There's the 01 machine. I believe that is our call here, doing some burnouts. Everybody kind of just going out and just celebrating. So we'll be heading to a new session. Tyler Watermullen, I guess, can thank his lucky stars on that one. We're going to have to go to a new session, get a new setup ready to go. I'm not sure what happened to lead to these issues, but issues in the qualifying, of course. Why wouldn't we have them? So we'll be right back on BRN once we get things sorted out and figured out. Actually, we can just kind of stick around in here and just chit-chat. We'll bring another driver in as well while we're here. We'll pull in, how about Quincy Strawhacker? Looks like he is waiting in here. We'll pull him in here. We'll pull Nick Donati as well. A couple other guys get them in here, get them talking to us. I got Quincy Strawhacker, Nick Donati. Welcome you guys to the booth. Quincy, start with you. Coming off of last season, heading in now into season number 2 for that 49 team. How you feeling with your chances of going for the pole tonight?
I'm feeling pretty good. I'm not sure about pole though. Maybe at least maybe a top 15 or top 10. I'm pretty good at these super speedway qualifying. Last season was a bit of a rough one for me. Hopefully this season I could do a lot better, and we'll go from there.
Yeah, we'll see how you can do. Last season you picked up 1 top 5, 2 top 10s, both coming at Charlotte. Just looking to see how things go here at the Super Speedway. Kind of snake bitten, I would say, is the best way to put it for you last season. What do you think you got to do at this race to try and make sure you miss all of the chaos and all the carnage?
Survive basically, and be with my teammates. I got a lot of them, and hopefully make some friends that are not my teammates on the track, and hopefully we can come out with a win.
We'll see if that happens. And Nick, coming into tonight as well, you only made 6 starts. So that's where I believe last season. Coming into tonight, ready to qualify. How you feel about that 93 and the speed in that car?
I'm feeling great. We had a decent qualifying run in the only restrictor plate race that I ran last season. We didn't run very well, but I feel good tonight. I've been coached a little bit on how to actually qualify at these damn places, and yeah, I've been getting better. I've certainly think I've found some sort of lost talent that I never had for super speedway qualifying, and it's a lot of fun. I love single car qualifying like this.
We'll see how you guys fare. Looks like the new session is up, so we're going to cut to a quick commercial break to get there. Nick, Jamie, Quincy, thank you for joining me in the booth. I'm going to have to kind of kick you out here as we get ready to head into a new session. Having to quickly jump over and reset everything here. A quick ad break. Don't go anywhere. You won't miss any qualifying from tonight's running of the iRacing.Funny250 qualifying dash.
So what do you got in that loader, Tony?
Just did my mail run, Chase. 3,100 pounds of letters from the best fans on earth.
You have this many fans.
Yes.
You sure some of this isn't hate mail?
Nope. All fan mail.
This one's about weight loss.
That's not mine.
It has your name on it.
I'm a popular guy.
It says VIP membership renewal.
Not cool to read other people's mail, kid.
This isn't fan mail.
Mahindra, the official tractor of Tough and Stewart Haas Racing.
Man, we're door to door. I have the better car, fresher tires. I drove it in deep, and you missed it. I know you wanted to watch it, but you got throttled by your data plan, and it slowed you down. You hit your data limit streaming all that techno music, didn't you? I mean, really? Man, you've got some questionable taste in music.
Switch to Sprint, the only network with truly unlimited data.
So, Ginny, what makes you an awesome different driver?
Well, there's a lot to it. Man, it's a rush. So what makes home selling with OfferPad awesome different?
Oh, so much. But with OfferPad, it's a lot more home selling stuff and a lot less bumping into people.
I don't bump into anyone.
Home selling with OfferPad is awesome different. Request your free cash offer today at OfferPad.com.
50 laps to go, and here comes Casey Kane in for a bit. Wow, that was fast. Boy, I want to see that again in slow motion, Doug. Okay, that was something I did not see the first time, Pete. Boy, you catch a lot more detail when you slow things down. I guess so. Those look good. Yeah. Oh, Casey's always got time for arm wrestling. Amazing. Yes, she is, Pete. Boy, you blink an eye and you miss all that. Impressive. Casey Kane's always impressive.
Hey, Josh. Did you know that Tire Pros does more than just tires? I mean, they can handle all of your car's automotive needs. Why are you talking like that? I'm talking normally about how Tire Pros offers complete car care.
Wait, are we in a commercial?
No, we're in a car.
Is that a camera?
Tire Pros, more than tires.
What was that, a tagline? Where'd that logo come from?
Ooh. Call Logano. Hey, Joey, you can save money if you fill up at Shell if you use Advanced Auto Parts Speed Perks.
Dude, I'm way ahead of you.
You saved at the pump?
Yeah, I saved at the pump.
The pump?
The pump.
He saved at the pump!
Woo! Now you can save at the pump when you shop at Advance Auto Parts. Learn more at advanceautoparts.com/gas rewards.
Now, it's my turn.
And we are back in the right session, ready to qualify for tonight's qualifying of the iRacing.Funny250. A lot of cars ready to go, rearing to qualify, trying to go for that elusive pole position, starting P1 or P2 for the iRacing.Funny in 2 weeks' time. Welcome you back here. Dustin Allen again in the booth. Joining me this time, it is the driver of the number 22, Enrique Cucalan. Enrique, qualifying at a super speedway is something that you've got to be on. You got to mind your P's and Q's on it. How do you feel heading into a session like this where it's all about qualifying?
Well, for me, it's not particularly the case. I'm already locked into the field, which is great in itself, but qualifying at a super speedway is something that I've never managed to quite understand in the right ways. I qualified 5th here last year, but that was in the duels, and qualifying always goes poorly for me. But for those guys up there, you know, keeping it right around that bottom lane, and you know, coming out of the corners, you know, there's a special lane that these drivers use as opposed to real life, where you just hold it down there right with that yellow line. So, you know, Daytona qualifying, Talladega qualifying here on iRacing, you gotta be on it at all times if you want to line up on the pole.
Absolutely. And we'll see how things all shake out tonight. Of course, we got re-qualifying for the top 3 drivers. I think Tyler Waterman, Rivers Jones, Christian Check all have to re-qualify after what happened in the qualifying session last time. So as Tyler Waterman blinks down the front straightaway, heading down to start his first lap time. We got you in here, Rick. We might also pull in another driver. That being the guy who started on the pole at Daytona last season and our defending series champion, Matthew J. O'Brien. And joining us in the booth here tonight, Matthew J. O'Brien, defending series champion, defending pole sitter. Matthew, welcome to the booth.
Hello.
Well, coming off of a championship last season, you rode that high, and now you look to defend your crown this season. How you feeling heading into the place where you kick-started it all with a pole position?
I don't really like plate racing, and with next-gen updates, I feel like we're gonna have when we actually start racing here, it's gonna kind of be like a parking lot, but we'll see how it is in an actual race environment.
Well, we look forward to seeing how it plays out, as it looks like Ryan had a hotkey set up there, so we'll turn that off. But yeah, looking forward just to seeing how it does play out. But you know, how are you feeling just about this season as a whole, heading into it, getting ready to get back behind the wheel and get back rolling here for this season 15?
Looking forward to it. It's gonna be pretty different just with how the next gen is now. It's pretty different how it races. So Dirty Air is pretty cataclysmic at this point. So I do like the new tire more. You're allowed to push it harder, but you just can't really slip it. But it should be interesting for sure.
We look forward to seeing how interesting it could get. You got qualifying. You're going to 24th, rolling off in qualifying tonight. So best of luck to you out there, Matthew.
Yeah, no problem.
So the second driver to go qualifying is Rivers Jones. He'll put that a lap time and it will count. It is a 49.1710. Pardon me. That will be the fastest lap time thus far. As he pulls off the racetrack, Christian Pacheco begins his trek towards the racing surface to begin his qualifying lap. We had, I believe, 80 drivers registered and ready to race this season. I think we had maybe about like 70 ready to qualify tonight. We'll see how it all shakes out and who's able to take advantage of these qualifying runs as the night goes on. Christian Pacheco on the racetrack right now, making his way around. Getting ready to start his hot lap. And while he's doing that, we'll see if we can pull up our second place finisher in the standings last season, being two-time winner Gabriel DeHart. Open the door, makes a grab bag. It's Gabriel DeHari joining us in the booth. Gabriel, how you doing tonight?
Hello, how are you doing tonight?
Doing great, man. Coming back here, season 15, kicking off tonight with qualifying. How you feeling about your chances at going for that pole position?
I think there's a chance. There's a lot of variabilities with Daytona, with the wind, and maybe like half a degree track temp change or something like that. But for me, I'm pretty sure I'm locked in already. So this is not going to have too big of an impact for my race in the future.
Yeah, not really impact in the terms of making it or not, but, you know, just get ready to race here tonight. You've got 2 poles to your name, including the most recent race at Las Vegas. What is the feelings just coming into a race like this, you know, just trying to qualify, trying to put down the best lap you can?
Yeah, this definitely builds up the nerves a little bit more than just, you know, hopping into the duels. So I think this is a lot more fun. I would in fact prefer this over another, like a clash. This is different, this is unique. One might even call this awesome sauce if you catch my meaning.
Oh, catch it indeed. Just then, Christian Pacheco taking the pole. It is a dead heat tie between himself and Rivers Jones. Jones has scored a 7:10, but Pacheco was 7:09. But iRacing is wanting to say it's a tie. Not sure why, but Blaine Sparling out on track right now. Gabriel, best of luck to you later on tonight in qualifying.
Thank you. Good luck with the broadcast.
Watch Blaine Sparling make his way towards start-finish line to start his first lap, his timed lap of this session. Sparling making his way down the front straightaway, heading down into turn number 1. Sparling, really good Super Speedway racer, has won a couple Speedways, I believe, here in the Slide Jump Racing League back a couple seasons ago. It's been a while since he's found victory lane, looking to break that streak to open up season number 15 in that number 59 machine. A Kodiak throwback for Sparling here tonight as he makes his way through 3 and 4, hugging that double yellow line as best as he can all the way around. Onto the front stretch he comes. Can he knock Pacheco off the proverbial pole? At the line this time, it's going to be a 49.720. Not going to take the pole. He'll find himself off of the front row as now Brett Bennett in the 47 machine rolls on to the racetrack. Brett Bennett, of course, oh so good at these racetracks. Had a shot to win the season 14 iRacing.Funny250. Ended up collecting himself in an accident coming off of turn number 4 that gave Dane Cruz the victory. Bennett's one that you can never count out here at a place like Daytona or Talladega.
Yeah, last season, we're going to be saying last year quite a lot, but last season, Brett Bennett was very close to making the chase with about 5 races to go. Had a couple bad races and ended up missing it. And heartbreak for him, but he's determined to come back here in season 15, qualify for the chase this time around, and hopefully get redemption for last season's iRacing.Funny250.
Yeah, and he looks to start off with a pole position to kick off this season as he navigates down the back straightaway. At number 47, Schmiel, Dark Horse Mustang. Looking mighty fast here as it heads down into turn 3. But is he carrying enough speed to knock Pacheco off of that top spot and put himself in the proverbial pole? So run down the front stretch, heading through the tri-oval at the line this time. Bennett's time is going to be 49.720, the same thing Sparling had. He is not going to bump Pacheco from the pole. We'll jump back on the racetrack now. It is the 48, Jonathan Parker, our two-time series champion, who has hit a bit of a brick wall recently. It's been a long time since we've seen him in victory lane. Back-to-back winless seasons. It has been a long stretch since JP has found a checkered flag falling in his favor, but he looks to change that this season. He'll kick it off at one of his least favorite places, Daytona.
Oh, you just talk about 2 consecutive winless seasons, but at the end of season 14, we saw him, especially at California. He was having a pretty good run, leading some laps, so it's not like JP doesn't have winning speed at all. He has it, just hasn't gone his way.
He's kind of hit the Bridger Olsen stretch where he's had speed to win, just hasn't had the luck to fall in his favor. Looking to see if that can change this season. He kicks it off, running this number 48 scheme, the livery reminiscent of Jimmy Johnson's 2009 quest for the Cup Series Championship. He's looking to see if he can bring some magic back and spark that fire again to go compete for his 3rd title in this league. The 48 has in store for us tonight, though, as he makes his way through 3 and 4.
It might be a little bit screwed up on my end, because that is definitely not Jimmy Johnson's 2009 scheme.
Trading paints may not be working for me. We'll see, though. JP still 3rd, fastest 49.717. What puts him in right here. We'll go to it, because I see Michael Walls is in a Chevy Camaro sponsored by the Cleveland Cavaliers. Not sure if that's what you got on your end, Enrique. We'll give her a quick update and see if maybe that changes anything. I imagine if JP is not in a low scheme, he might be in a mellow yellow scheme. Not sure.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, mellow yellow scheme. There you go. So apologies to Mellow Yellow for the sponsorship misplacement. Give a quick update on Trading Paints and see if maybe it decides to kick into high gear and fix what isn't fixed yet. Because I'm not sure if Mike is running this Cavaliers scheme or if he might be running one of his William Byron schemes. We'll see right here. It looks like it is still the Cleveland Cavaliers 24 machine. I'm shocked he's not running a William Byron scheme here. Usually see him adorning those Exalta colors and things of the sort, or maybe even a Goat Racing Inc. scheme. Tonight, though, it's the Cavaliers on the hood of the 24 as he makes his way down the front stretch to start his qualifying lap.
Yeah, I actually had to reinstall iRacing on my computer, so maybe it's screwed up on my end. I don't know, but right now on my screen he's running a Dr. Pepper scheme.
I'll blame Trading Paints. It's easier to blame Trading Paints, but Michael working his way through 3 and 4, hugging that double yellow line. As he comes for the start-finish line, can he take Pacheco off the top spot? It's the stripe. It's going to be 49.723 for Michael Walls. Now, it's supposed to be Dylan Parker qualifying next. He's in the session. I don't see him. Then it leads me to think Chris Downey would be next. I don't see Chris Downey. So then it looks like Bridger Olsen is the next driver after those two. Olsen is also not on track, so not sure who is next. Or who is currently on the racetrack right now. Looks like it is actually the 56 of Oscar Enriquez rolling off of pit lane now.
Yeah, it looks like it ended up being my training paints, because now everything shows up exactly as you see it, Dawson.
There we go.
Oscar Enriquez won in that fantastic finish at Pocono last season to capture his first career win here in the Slide Jawb Racing League.
Yeah, not exactly where I expected a first career win for Enriquez to come from. Where he got it. He'll hit the inside wall here after finishing his qualifying run. But yeah, Enriquez is another guy I would say to keep an eye on for this race. To make sure that you are watching, see that he can go out there and compete for this win. He's a winner at Daytona in another league, has yet to win it here in SJRL competition, but he has been up front at the end of a lot of these races and has had a good shot at it, just never was able to fully capitalize on it. So this is one of our first go or go homers. We have a lot of those. Of course, 25 are locked in. The rest are all having to race their way in. Nick Donati is one of those go or go homers of the multitude of cars that have to race their way in. Looking for a good qualifying run out of this 93 Red Bull WeatherTech scheme. He wants a shot at making this field. Coming for the start-finish line this time. Donnie puts out a 49.776, currently 8th fastest of the bunch. And I believe it's Michael Kruger now, who is out on the racetrack. Indeed it is. Another driver that is locked in by virtue of the point standings last season, but still wanting to get that sting out of his mouth. Had a lot of races that fell his way, just could not get the deal to close this season, though. That 41 coming back with a vengeance. He makes his way on the bottom of 1 and 2. See if we can pull somebody else up in here to talk to us. Let's see. We'll pull in Mr. Ryan Bogey, a fellow BRN commentator. Ryan, Daytona qualifying. What do you love about it so much?
Not really much, because I always qualify like 32nd. But I'm here. I guess that's the good part.
Yeah, to win the pole, you got to be here, and you got to have a shot at it. You know, out there setting a qualifying lap. But the duels, more importantly, what do you feel like heading into those? Trying to go and put yourself in the show in just 2 weeks' time.
Well, I think the duels are like 20 laps, and we have like, I don't know, 75,000 people in this league now. So it's gonna be difficult. But I think as long as we can stay up front, just stay out of the trouble, I think we can easily make it into the show. I'm gonna have to read up more on who's actually locked in, because it seems like it changes every day. But it should be fun. As long as I can finish maybe top 10, top 14 in the duel, I think I can make it to the 500.
We look forward to seeing it, Ryan. The 15 right now, James Bomar, new number for the 15, for the driver of the 15, on the racetrack looking to qualify. Michael Kruger went 8th fastest, 49.748. Ryan, what's your goal? Enrique, you two, what are your goals? What's the goal speed you want to be at?
Well, I don't know for Ryan, but for me, it's anywhere, because I'm already locked into the field. So I'm just here to try to see if I can get a better starting spot for the duel and hopefully help some of my teammates out.
Well, the goal is one of the top 2 positions, because I am not locked in. But if we could start maybe top 10, top 5 in the duel, I think that'll be pretty good. But like I said, I'm not good at qualifying at the real plate tracks, so yeah, I'll probably be back there in the back, having to make my way through the field.
Well, we'll see if you can do it, Ryan. We'll let you go here. Good talking to you. Hopefully, you're able to make it, lock it in, and go racing in 2 weeks' time here at Daytona.
Yeah, thank you.
And we'll send him off as we got Francisco Macayo on the track. We'll pull in a driver who's already set a lap time. One of our first drivers to talk to tonight. That's Michael Walls in the 24 machine. Right now, he sits proverbially as our 6th fastest car Micah, what more do you think you needed to get to good old Christian Pacheco?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe some crack or something. I don't know. He sniffed it before the race.
Well,
I don't really know.
Well, coming in tonight, I think you are locked in to the race. You're one of our drivers that will be racing no matter what. So, what are you just getting the feel for? You know, getting ready to race next week in the duels. How is that feeling? Just getting ready to go back racing here.
It feels great to just be back in the car. I can't wait to go in the duel and be an absolute menace since I'm already locked in. So watch out, everybody, come duel race, because I'm not giving an inch since I'm already locked in. So.
Well, you got anybody you're going to try to help get pushed into that race since you're going to be a weapon?
There'll probably be a couple. We'll try to get in there. We're gonna give Brett a win. We're gonna give.
Oh Lord!
Brett
Don't ever say that.
It's gonna go absolutely wrong.
You should just not do that. Francisco Macayo goes 49.732 right now, putting him 8th fastest. But Micah, what are you looking forward to this season? Just getting back racing after Daytona, looking beyond that. Get ready to go chase some more wins in that 2014.
I think personally, it's just trying to get a little better in the next gen car. I know I haven't been honestly the best in it, so just getting a little more experience in it that I have here recently and getting some better finishes because last year wasn't so great for me.
Well, we'll see if you can get her done at Daytona, much less everywhere else. We're looking forward to it, Micah. Best of luck.
Yep, thank you.
And right now on the racetrack, it is the 02 of Jeffrey Armistead, a winner here at Daytona in the iRacing.Funny250 back in, I believe, season number 11.
Yeah, won the pole here last year for this race, so really excited to see that 02 back here, although he may still have the playoff contingencies from season 14, and there may be a little bit of an error there on the number because currently on the roster, the 02 belongs to Gavin Austin. I don't really know. We'll have to figure things out as he goes top of the charts with a 49.702.
49.703 is what I show, but the pole position now belongs to Jeffrey Armistead, looking to go back-to-back, starting at the top. And I was going to say, those contingencies may be wrong. Well, hey, that's a yellow banner and a yellow spoiler on a Waffle House car, so it all looks nice and it all fits in pretty good.
Yeah, try to go back-to-back on poles.
Out now on the racetrack, Justin Rott, the number 76 machine. Justin Rott begins his quest for a pole position. He works his way down into turn number 1, hugging that double yellow line. That's the goal everybody has when they come to this racetrack. You're going to be right up there against the yellow. Do as much as you can to get there and have a shot at it. We'll see what he can do. Earlier this season, ran at Daytona, qualified 6th, a good run in the duels, but unfortunately, of course, DNFing from the race. 22nd place finish, I believe, a couple laps down at the end of it. Looking to change his fate here this go around. We'll see what the 76 can do. He's also another guy to keep an eye on here for the Super Speedway race.
Yeah, and everybody just saw what Jeffrey Armistead just did. He put that car on the pole, and everybody, I bet you everybody's going to go back and check out his lap. What did he do exactly that gained him an advantage over Christian Pacheco?
Rott goes a 49.720, ties it with Brett Pennant and Blaine Sparling. 3 drivers with the same lap time. Walls Enriquez, same lap time as well. A lot of guys putting down quickly, very similar lap times. That's not shocking to see. And on track right now, the 00, Jonathan Juergensmeyer, making his way out to the track. I do believe, if I'm not mistaken, that was our Talladega winner last season. And if not last season, I know he has won a Talladega race here in the Slide Job Racing League. 2 wins to his name, including, I also believe, Indianapolis was a race that he picked up the victory in. I could be wrong. I'm very good at being wrong. He was also part of that fantastic photo finish at Pocono. Came up just short on that one. But actually, it looks like the win for Talladega was season 12. So that tells you how quickly we're flying through all these seasons and how they all feel like they're all coming together into one big mega season. But Juerg is a former winner of the Super Speedway in this league. looking to see if he can add the iRacing.Funny250 to his name as he makes his way around down the back straightaway. That number 00 paint scheme reminiscent of the one and only Quinn Half. Driving for Starcom Racing, the 8-ball whiskey scheme. Great paint scheme, by the way. Love it. He makes his way through 3 and 4, down the front stretch, heading for the tri-oval. Can he knock Armistead off of the top spot, heading down into the tri-oval? Hits the start-finish line. It's going to be a 49.815.
Slow.
The slowest lap time we have seen, really reminiscent of Quinn Half with that one. Jurgensmeyer going to be coming from the back. Of course, he is qualified for the race top 25. Locked in. He is locked in for that race in 2 weeks' time. And we go from that to last season's winner here at Daytona, the Cruise Missile, making his way around the racetrack, getting ready to start his qualifying time. Dane is someone you can never, ever, ever count out at these kind of races, because somehow, some way, he'll find his way from the back to the front, no questions asked.
Yeah, there's a reason why we call him the Cruise Missile. Always goes to the front at these types of tracks.
Yeah, great nickname, Josh Copperdoll. He gave me that one. Always called it out. Season 9, I remember broadcasting that season. It's like Dane was untouchable at these super speedways. Won at Atlanta, won at Talladega. But of course now winning at Daytona last season. I'm going to go back to back, but right now working on a quest for another pole. He's also been very good in qualifying at this racetrack. Can he take Jeffrey Armistead down from the top spot? He'll make his way off of turn 4, heading for the start-finish line this time. Dane Cruz hits the line. It's going to be... 49.708. It's not enough to knock Armistead off of the top spot. Jaden Porter was slotted to go next. I believe it might be Stephen Maggio on the racetrack. Indeed, it is. So we'll jump to him in the 51 machine. As he rounds the corner to start his lap time. Maggio had a great season. Notched a couple wins. Made the playoffs. Made a very, very strong playoff push. At the end of the season, it all came crashing down. A mistake at, I believe it was Darlington, essentially took him out of contention. He looked like he had a shot to win that race. Ultimately, took himself out. Took himself out of a chance at winning the championship. Or it might have been Michigan, either or. But remember, that was a tough blow for Steven, who almost had what could have been a miracle comeback going. But we'll see what he can qualify with tonight. 49.725. Currently, the 11th fastest time by a driver. But now up front, it is another two-time champion, Ethan Fonseca Moreno, the guy who was fighting to get back to the top here in this league.
New car number for Ethan. We always see him in the 29. Now he's in the 99.
Usually a Kevin Harvick scheme he'd run, or was Kevin Harvick themed, and now instead it's swapped over the 99 machine as he makes his way down the front stretch to start his timed lap. Him and JP kind of in the same boat. They got into this league, they hit the ground running, they were winning races. Both of them ended up winning championships, but you know, JP had a really steep drop-off a couple seasons ago. And I wouldn't say it's because he got worse. I'd say it's more so because the competition rose to the occasion. They got to his level and then some. And this is one of the drivers that did so, but then again, he got the same JP treatment. He was dominating races. He was winning them all. And last season, in came Dahari, in came O'Brien, and Maggio stepped up as well. And Moreno suddenly was not the talk of the town, but looking to change that starting here tonight in qualifying. He'll hit the line that time. It's going to be 49.712. That is good to go. Fifth fastest for that 99 ETB. Looking to start his run at another championship, kicking it off tonight in qualifying. At second place in the standings, that is 36 of Gabriel Lahari making his way around now, starting his time lap.
Yeah, you talked about Lahari jumping into the scene last season, of course capturing his first of the season at the Charlotte Roval. I think he also won at the Charlotte Oval, so he took down both races at Charlotte, won a couple more times here and there, made a strong push late in the season, was leading for the majority of the chase, but in came Matthew J. O'Brien right at the end and managed to win that championship after Lahari made a pretty questionable mistake at Las Vegas, the final race of the season. But Lahari looking to come back here in season 15, try to get some redemption and be one spot better at the end of the season.
Looking good right now on his qualifying lap. We'll see what the 36 can put down as he crosses the start-finish line. It's going to be 49.727 for that 36 machine. But now out on the racetrack, it is last season's champion, Matthew J. O'Brien, making his way around this circuit. Of course, Eric Jones paint scheme there, the Advent Health Toyota Camry.
Yeah, definitely not a week to be an Eric Jones fan. In the in-season tournament, got bumped out by John Hunter Nemechek, so J. O'Brien definitely not a fan of the 42 team right now, but the 43 car starts his lap.
Think about this car here too. Just a note, our champion last season, he's the last car that's officially locked in to the iRacing.Funny250. After this, we're going to get into our guys that have a chance to D&Q and not make it to the show. We have a lot of cars ready to qualify for this race, trying to make it. I think we had a total roster of 80 cars that were ready to go racing. So we'll see if that field shows out next week in the duels. We'll see if they make the full field at Daytona in 2 weeks' time. Right now, O'Brien, the last car who's comfortably able to set a lap time without having to worry, is it enough to get me over the hump? Sixth fastest, 49.714 for your defending series champion. So as he takes a rest, we go to our second, go or go homer of the night. This is the 5, Travis Van Oostendorp. We've seen him around before. Winner, of course, on a broadcast I have called. I take a lot of pride in the fact that I actually made the Zodiac call, saying to watch him, and he went on to win the race anyways. So we'll see what he can do here in Daytona tonight. That 5 machine, a Nations Guard Kyle Larson paint scheme. Apart from 2021, people don't really run that scheme much anymore.
Definitely a weird signing to see that scheme in the next gen car, but he starts his lap looking to make his way into the show.
Another driver, I think it's willing to join us. I'll pull him in here. Francisco Bacaya, who has set his lap time and is locked in right now, 15 fastest. Joining us now, Francisco Bacaya. Francisco, not the fastest qualifying time, but enough. You're going to be in the show anyways. How are you feeling heading into the duels next week?
I've never been a good qualifier at the super speedway, so I just take it with a grain of salt and try to get my spot on the starting grid and then go from there.
Well, see how you can do. You're starting out back in 15th. Of course, that 30 machine has had a lot of speed, put that a lot of wins to your name. What are you looking forward to doing this season, switching over and pivoting into, get ready, maybe running full time?
Well, I made that effort last season. I was able to make the playoffs despite having what I considered a very atrocious season. It did not go good whatsoever. Got the win at Dover early on in that great battle with Matthew, and only one top 5 finish after that. So, and it wasn't for a lack of speed. There was definitely plenty of speed at many different racetracks throughout the entire schedule. Just things didn't go my way. Both me and other factors contributing to that. So if I can improve and get better, consistent results, and try and make that postseason push once again, even if it's just maybe if I don't win, but if I just finish where I've been running, I think I'll take that as a win.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll see what you can do this season. And by the way, for those who don't know, Francisco Macayo, he provides a lot of the cameras that we use here on BRN for these broadcasts. So what we're using right now as well. So thank you for that, Francisco, and hopefully turn that around and start the season off strong with a win either in the duels or even in the iRacing.Funny250. Best of luck to you, Francisco.
Thank you. And the race I'm definitely looking forward to is Kentucky. I'm not sure if I'll actually be in attendance. I'm not sure if I'll be in attendance in that race. It's on my actual birthday, but we'll see.
Well, we'll see if you can make it. I'm looking forward to Kentucky as well. It's the best track you can run in iRacing, bar none, period. So looking forward to it. We'll see what happens. But best of luck to you, Francisco, and we'll see you around.
Thank you, and see you in 7 days.
That is Francisco Macayo, driver of the number 30 machine. While the racetrack right now is Donald Stern. It's not Hunter Collier. I believe Stern, another one of our go or go home drivers. Got to find out where he is. I think he's further down the running charts, so he's got to run a little earlier than he was planning on it, but that's okay. I think he needed to run earlier than he was planning on. See what he can do in that number 9 machine, the Chase Elliott Napa Auto Parts scheme from this season. They're looking to see if he can put it in the show. Of course, the fastest not locked in qualifier will essentially lock into this race. Only one spot for a proverbial qualifier that can lock in. I believe right now that belongs to, pull up the 82 of Luf Breitschaff. I'm going to have to pronounce I'm going to work on that name, but he currently is our fastest not locked in driver. We'll see if he can hold that. Right now, he is 11th fastest.
Yeah, that final spot in the iRacing.Funny250, it's gonna belong either to the fastest non-qualifier or me. So whoever qualifies into this race, I'm gonna have to play some cards here to see who's gonna make it into the field or not.
49.754 for Donald Stern, though, puts him 19th fastest of the 23 that have set a lap time so far. We go up now to Hunter Collier. The number 01, not Progressive, it's Fortnite. Toyota Camry, making his way on the racetrack. We've seen him run here last season in the Slide Jawb Racing League, also running in the ZASCAR Motorsport Cup Series on Wednesday nights here on BRN. So we've seen him around, time or two. Making his way around the racetrack right now, looking to see if he can be the fastest non-locked-in qualifier.
Yeah, right after Hunter, we're going to be able to see some new faces here in the Slide Jawb Racing League.
I'm not sure what his number is, but the line that time, Hunter Collier is going to drop a 23rd fastest lap, 49.814 for the 01 machine. I believe it is the 73. Indeed it is. That, one of our new faces tonight, Andrew Sanford, making his debut here in the Slide Jawb Racing League. Wants to make a good impression and try to get a good qualifying spot here. Right now running that number 73 Liquid Death Chevy Camaro. And for those who didn't see on the ticker, thank goodness if you didn't catch it, the paint schemes are kind of broken. I think with more than like 60 cars, it starts to freak out and it starts to pull like the wrong schemes. It did that for the 82. We'll see if it does it for anybody else. But Sanford making his debut tonight, looking to see if he can shock us all by taking the pole. His first go out right now on the bottom, hugging that double yellow line. Now the backstretch trying to make his way into the show. And it seems like we have another driver who wants to talk to us. We'll pull him in here. It is Mr. Cruise Missile himself. Dane Cruz is now in the booth. Dane, looking forward to seeing how you do in 2 weeks' time, but how you feel about that second place run so far?
I don't know. I don't think it'll hold. It just depends on if people know the strategy. You know, there's a lot of tech that goes into this, into a fast lap. So, yeah, we'll see. I was hoping to get the pole, but Jeffrey Armistead's pretty good at this. I don't know what he has in that 1990 wheel, but he's got speed every time we come here. So
It's
not unexpected.
It's the Sidewinder. That's what it is. But, you know, last season, you won this race. How does it feel coming back here, trying to go for a two-peat?
I think I have a pretty good chance. Over the off-season, they updated the next gen and all that stuff. So I haven't driven this on the new draft model and the new car or whatever. So if I qualify second or if I qualify 30th, I will be racing in the duel, trying to figure out how this car handles and what it does. So that'll be fun, but I don't know. I don't know if everyone's being doom and gloom or it just sucks now, but we'll see. I still think I'll be up there, but you know, it's good old Daytona, so it'll be fun. Doesn't really matter what happens.
Well, we look forward to seeing how it goes for you, Dane. Good luck next week, and as well in the iRacing.Funny250, our last winner at this racetrack, looking to go back-to-back this season to kick off season 15.
Hell yeah! Good luck to my teammates, my drivers as well. Ben Bafford, I think he's going soon, and D. Sagali. Hell yeah! Let's go.
We'll see how they do. Best of luck to them, and best of luck to you, Dane.
Thank you.
Well, Andrew Sanford put on a 49.735. It was good to put him, I believe, 17th fastest. Jared Wilson, pardon me, goes a 49.774. That's going to put him, I want to say, at his 22nd fastest. Next should be, I want to say Shane O'Neill. I'm not sure what number he has got on. It is not Shane O'Neill. It is the 4 machine, that being Christopher Bassinger. This is the new number for him, but also not the right number. He shows up as the 1 scheme, so we'll have to get that fixed in due time. But he's starting his hot lap now. Wilson, 49.744, unofficially 22nd fastest.
And we just talked to Dane Cruz. One thing I always like about Dane Cruz, you know, he never shows a negative side. We always see him cheering his teammates and saying, okay, let's go out there, and you know, I have a good chance at winning this race once again. And you know, that's one of the reasons why we always see him out front of these super speedway. He doesn't show a negative side, which is very, very good for these style of racetracks. You know, when you gotta be focused on multiple variables that could happen out there on the track.
He also has a never say die attitude. He always finds a way back to the front when he gets shuffled out back. He is never out of it whenever he is racing in these races, but we'll see what he can do. Right now, 49.749 for Christopher Bassinger puts him up 20th fastest in that number. What should be 4 is number 1 machine. As we get ready to roll on to the next driver coming out on the track, it is the 68. This is Alexander Schumacher, and you can see the paint scheme not loading on the side ticker, but that's okay. You can see it on the racetrack. Another Bacayo Bueno racing machine, the number 68, makes his way onto the racetrack. Made some starts last season. I don't believe he went full time, but now getting ready to get rolling and trying to get some more laps, trying to get some more races going for this 68 team. Looking forward to seeing what he can do this season.
Yeah, didn't go full time in season 14, but did have a pretty nice run in the early portions of the California race. Ended up backing out of that one, but we saw him running up front. Of course, big battle there between him and Jonathan Parker and Steven Maggio to start that race.
See what he can do coming to Daytona as he starts his qualifying time. He starts through 1 and 2 in this number 68 machine. See him.
Looks like he went a little bit up there in 1 and 2. I don't know if he thought it was 2-lap qualifying, but definitely strange.
Yeah, he thought it was 2-lap qualifying. That's gonna completely kill any shot. He's got to go in for the pole, but we'll see. He's down the bottom now. See, I don't know if he realized it was. I don't think he realized that it was a 1-lap qualifier, so he'll hit the line this time. It's not going to be a fast lap, but not for a lack of trying. 49.827. That is going to be our slowest lap time of the night. Like I said, though, he ran the top in 1 and 2. I don't think he realized what he had, what laps he had. So he is going to end up right now. What is the slowest lap time? We got the number 20 machine, another new driver, I believe. This is Sam Hefner driving a Christopher Bell scheme, the DeWalt Interstate Batteries combo scheme that we saw the 20 machine run at Daytona in real life earlier this season. Looking to see if he can pull some charm out of this. Our new driver driving the 20. Of course, Bell winning at Atlanta, not in this scheme, so he's hoping to see if he can have a race like Christopher Bell did at Atlanta, go and take the checkered flag and win that race. Looking to make a mark coming into his first race and winning it, but we'll see how that 20 does here in qualifying first and foremost.
As he comes back to the start-finish line, we'll take a look at what this 20 car posts on the board. Looks like it's going to be a 49.762, although it may show up differently on a TVO.
49.763 is what we've got for the driver of the number 20 machine. As he pulls it to a stop, he's going to pull out. And we'll go to Joseph Berg, who is now on the racetrack in the number 77 machine. Another new driver. As you can see, now it's really messing up all these paint schemes, but I think I much prefer what it shows compared to what he actually has. Having a New York Yankees paint scheme. All I got to say to that is, ugh. Nevertheless, making his lap here, another new driver to the league. As he rounds through 1 and 2 on his fast lap, can this 77 machine punch his ticket into the race, or at least put himself in a good spot to making it? We'll see. As he rips it around the racetrack right now. Through 3 and 4. Try to be as low as you can. You don't want to kind of drift up in the corner like he's doing. The more you drift up, the less time, the more time you have on speed charts, and you're not willing to do that. You're wanting to cut it as close as you can, keep it all the way glued to that WL line. Save as much time as you can, but he'll hit the stripe this time. That 77 goes 19th fastest, a 49.740, where the 77 will set a qualifying time right now in the top 20, just ahead of Michael Kruger. From one baseball scheme to the next, it's the Detroit Tigers scheme for Francis Hamilton returning this season.
It looks like we may have a secondary battle out here at Daytona with all these baseball teams.
See how the Detroit Tigers scheme can do, and I think we'll pull out their guy right now. Luke Breitschoff, one of our newer guys here. He is currently the fastest, not locked in. And we'll welcome to the booth, Luke Breitschoff. Welcome to the booth. Welcome to the league. Right now, 11th fastest, sitting as the fastest non-locked-in driver. How are you feeling so far as qualifying continues on?
I mean, obviously, you can't be too upset with how things are going right now. You know, I wish I would have got a little bit more. I thought I left some room from me to the apron in 1 and 2, but backstretch on, I thought the lap was pretty good. I think the time shows for itself. I'm looking at some of the names that are beneath me. I don't know who's locked in and who's not, but there's a couple that catch my eye that, you know, could potentially bounce me out. But I like where we're sitting right now. I like the speed we have, so I can't be too upset with how things are going right now.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, coming in, of course, new guy, new league. How are you feeling? Just get ready to go racing here in the Slide Job Racing League for the first time next week in the duels.
Honestly, I didn't find out about this until a couple days ago when my friends was like, "Hey, you want to race me in this?" And I was like, "Sure, let's do it." So, and then I was like, "I'm not even going to be here on Tuesday." I thought it was the Clash. Then they're like, "Okay, we're having qualifying." So I'm like, "We're doing that now." So, I'm trying not to take anything too serious right now. I'm just trying to have some fun, and so far I'm having a blast. I've only turned one single lap so far, so I haven't done too much, but this is pretty good so far. I'm looking forward to next Tuesday though. dual racing, one of my favorite things to do. Just kind of go out there, no points, no money, nothing. Just try and get yourself a good starting spot, and that's what we're gonna do next week. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
We're looking forward to it too. Next week, it is going to be that 82 machine trying to push his way in. If he doesn't have the fastest qualifying time of those not locked in, we'll see what he can do. Ryan Bogey just went a 49.734, but it is Luke Breitschoff, if I'm saying that right, currently our fastest not locked in driver. Luke, look to see you next week. We're excited to have you here, and we hope you have a good run.
Thank you. And I meant to tell you when I joined here, nailed the last name. You're one of the very few people I know who said it. So yeah, that's correct. So yeah, thank you all for having me, and I'm looking forward to this season.
We'll see how you do. Good luck out there, Luke.
Thank you.
And we will now also pull in another driver. Of course, the 05 of Derek Newsom. We'll get him in here. See how he's doing. Welcome, the driver of the 05, Derek Newsom, to the booth. Derek, heading into this race, you're looking to qualify your way in. How are you feeling about your chances with how everybody's qualifying here tonight?
I'm feeling all right. It's definitely going to be pretty tight to try and make that front row, but this car's been pretty fast all week, so we're going to see what we've got.
Well, we're looking forward to seeing it. Daytona is a great racetrack, a lot of fun. How are you feeling, heading in as well to qualifying, then the duels next week? How daunting that could be, as we just had a very fast lap. Brody Falliker, 49.716. He jumps into the top 10, a 7th fastest lap time. But Derek, how are you feeling about heading into this race?
Well, the duels are always going to be tough with these guys. This is a really fast group of cars, and, it feels good to be coming back here to race with these guys after being out for a couple of years' time. But my first win in Slide Job did come here at Daytona, so I'm feeling pretty good about my chances to at least be top 25 in one of the duels, make sure I'm in that race come the start of the season.
Well, we'll see if you can do it, but I want to give you the floor again real quick, too, because that intro package that we now have here for the Slide Job Racing, that was made by you, and you want to shout out anybody or anything for making such a great graphic for us to have at the beginning of these broadcasts?
Just a lot of my friends over the years giving me encouragement to keep doing that, and of course, running my career nowadays, getting to come out here and make stuff like that for the space program, it's a lot of fun. So I'm really proud of that. I'm really glad you guys are enjoying that, and I cannot wait to see what else comes of it as the year goes on.
We'll see how he does, if he can make it into the field tonight or next week. It is Derek Newsom. Thank you for your time, Derek.
Thanks.
Now here's a guy we can't count out right now, setting his qualifying lap. It's 22nd fastest, 49.742 for David Durand. That name familiar to anybody who's been a long-time watcher of any BRN broadcast or any broadcast that I've done, period. David Durand, of course, running in the AMSOIL, now BSR. I just had him on the Grid Network Truck Series. That's what it's called now. Everybody knows him from there. Very, very talented driver. A two-time winner in the season opener there. He's looking to bring that over here to the Slide Job Racing League. Right now, though, 22nd fastest. He's going to have some work to do in the duels.
Yes, we now see Ben Bafford, new addition to Cruise Auto Racing over the offseason, started his lap in the number 23 Toyota. Definitely a weird combination of manufacturer paint scheme and number font. He's rocking that GMS Racing 2020-23 font.
Hey, don't shame the font. Don't shame that. It's a great font. And it's a great fit. Another great fit to Cruise Auto Racing.
Don't get me wrong, it's a great font. Definitely a lot of wins for that fun with multiple drivers, most recently Grant Enfinger before that team shut down at the end of 2023, if I'm correct.
Oh, 5th fastest Ben Bafford. 49.711. Starting to see some more drivers pick up some good lap times now. I was going to say it should have been the 62 out next. Looks like he is way further down the shuffle order. So we got Trevor Haley now making his way out onto the racetrack. Another Bacayo Bueno racing machine. The number 12 makes his way down the front stretch, heading for the tri-oval, heading to start his lap time.
And we start to see these open cars post faster lap times, and they know they have to make the show, and it all depends on a fast lap time here at Daytona. You know, that last spot for the iRacing.Funny250. It all depends on tonight.
Yeah, there's no guarantee unless you're the front row from tonight, or if you were top 25 in points last season. Right now, Armistead and Cruz, they were already locked in before qualifying, but they're locked in right now to the front row. How big would it be if one of these guys that comes in, needs to qualify in, can knock those two off of their perch? Trevor Haley's trying for it. He hits the line that time. It's 49.724. He is 16th fastest right now on the racetrack. So we'll head back to the 31. That's Derek Daly. The name sounds familiar to me, though if you ask me to put it to something, I don't know if I could tell you where exactly I remember him from, but I feel like he's raced here before. Yep, not. I feel like I have definitely called him in a race before. As he makes his way for his lap time.
It looks like Derek Daly actually made a start last season, so he's not a rookie.
Oh. Not brand new rookie, in a sense of things, but not made a lot of starts, I don't believe, here. But trying tonight to see if he can't make the grid for the iRacing.Funny250. Making his way down the backstretch, trying to pin it all the way down to that double yellow line. As much speed and as little time as he has, making his way through 3 and 4. So heading for the start-finish line, it is Derek Daly. He'll hit the stripe this time. It's going to be 49.747 for the 31 machine. That's where he'll qualify as it stands right now. We go now to the 07. Jimmy Crocker making his way on the racetrack. I believe another new addition to this league, and I want to pan away from this race car so bad. Hold on, I got a way to do this. If I do the limp camera and I do it like this, and now I gotta find my controls and I just gotta do this a little bit. There we go. This is Jimmy Crocker making his way on the racetrack right now. That number 07 machine. He could have run like a Jack Daniels scheme or anything of that matter, but instead he's running a Virginia Tech scheme. So I'm gonna fix this really quickly as he makes his way out on the racetrack. The 07 trying to qualify his way in. We'll see what he can do. Making his way through 3 and 4 right now. Jimmy Crocker have what it takes to push his way into this field. SWL line off of turn number 4, heading down the front stretch for the start-finish line. It is going to be 22nd fastest with a 49.736 for the 07 machine. We should be going to Owen Chabinski, leaving the 42. Indeed we are. So we can actually put the TV back on him.
Yeah, definitely a weird paint scheme selection for that 42 car.
I can clear this off now. We can open that up and show that paint scheme. It's not Christian Pacheco. It is a plain, like a test car almost. Coming to qualify, of course. Don't need to have the wrap on just yet. Maybe try to sell the sponsor space before the big race. But right now, Owen Chabinski made a couple starts, I believe, in this league. Last season also was a runner in the NASCAR Motorstardom Cup Series, which you have seen here on BRN. Let me get this in out of the way. That, and Chabinski making his way down this backstretch, heading into turns 3 and 4. And see if he can be the one to bump out what is now the fastest open car. Ben Bafford, 5th fastest. Can he bump to 23 and put himself in a position to make the field? He'll hit the line that time. It's a 49.735 for Owen Chabinsky. As he hits the line now, we go to Jamie Wright. Had him in the booth earlier tonight. He was talking about how he's more of a short track ace, which is true. Very, very good on the short tracks, but also don't sleep on him at a super speedway. He is very good here, consistently up in the front, consistently battling for the win. This 89 machine could have something for this field in 2 weeks' time. Rounds 3 and 4, heading for the start-finish line. Can Jamie Wright propel himself to be the top open car? Gonna be a 19th place effort, 49.728 for Jamie Wright. I believe now it's Duncan Faw on the racetrack. Indeed it is. The 61 machine is the next one out. And Fall running a not monster scheme. He now is hugging that double yellow line around the bottom of 1 and 2, trying to get a good lap time. See if he can't punch his ticket into the show. Come off of turn number 4, rounding his way, and it looks like Duncan Fall goes 31st fastest at 49.753 for the 61 machine. We'll go back now and catch up. It's the 34 on the racetrack right now. A new face, I believe, here. This is Micah Allard. Or Micah Allard, not sure entirely, but it looks like he's also got a number 61. So back-to-back 61s. He's actually the number 34 in Sim. So we'll see what he can do. We'll pull up somebody as well to talk to while we're running here. Let's see if we can get a hold of him. Open the door, bring him in. It's Justin Rott coming in tonight. Currently sits 11th fastest. Justin, how you feeling heading into the duels next week? Right now, going to be starting up near the front of that duel.
Pretty good. I did a little practice beforehand with me and Kazola, and felt pretty good, and then I saw some of the laps that were set, and it didn't feel so good. But, you know, it's held on pretty well, and I'm happy about that. I think when I set the lap I was 6, I've only fell to 11, so we're cool with that. I think the key to the duel is going to be just kind of sitting towards the front. So I think I'm pretty confident I'll be able to do that in my duel. Should be starting pretty far up, so it should be fun.
Well, we'll see how you do next week, and just looking forward to this season as a whole. What are you just ready for as this season gets ready to roll on? Just getting ready to go back racing here.
Yeah, exciting. Still gotta learn this new next-gen update quite a bit. I haven't driven too much with it, but I'm sure as the season goes I'll get better. I think there's a lot of fun tracks on the schedule that I think I can do pretty well at. Hope to make the playoffs again, just be consistent throughout the season. But yeah, it's gonna be pretty tough. Again, it's a stacked field of drivers, and I think hopefully, again, I can make the playoffs and make a little push in there. I'm excited for the goating mid-season jerk-offs, of course. hope to make a fun little bracket run right before the playoffs. If not, oh well. But that should be a blast.
Yeah, Justin, and one last thing, too. Last season, your peers voted you as the most improved driver. How does that feel, going into a season now? Everybody felt like you were the most improved driver of everybody that was running.
It is pretty cool. Thank you to all my sponsors, all my peers, all my competitors and teammates for that one. I think I deserved it. I think I ran a lot better, a lot more consistent than all my seasons past. Obviously making the playoffs for the first time, that was pretty big, and ran up front quite a lot. Didn't quite get all the finishes I wanted, but to lead a couple laps here and there and run towards the front, that was fun. So yeah, that was a pretty cool award, and I don't know if there's any pressure added onto that. I don't think so. I think just kind of ride it out, and hopefully I can win it again.
We'll see how it goes, Justin. Best of luck this season, and best of luck next week in the duels.
Thank you.
And while that was happening, Davey Hendricks went up 21st fastest in the number 11 machine. Number 11 Nintendo, purple Nintendo scheme. Pretty cool scheme, I liked it. Michael Allard, I believe I called him out. He went a 49.759. I don't remember how that was. I think that was a little bit lower. It was 36 fastest of 43 times so far. Yeah, Coleman Elmore, a 49.748. That's going to put him 31st fastest right now, and after the 19, well, it comes the 18, a guy that a lot of people maybe you're a little scared to see in their rearview mirror. Gabe Gazzola, he was voted, I believe, the wrecking ball of season 14, and not for a bad reason. He has very much been in the midst of a lot of things. A very controversial driver, very hard-nosed driver is the way I describe him. He is very much, his position is his position, and he'll fight you for it. So, but hey, ain't nothing wrong with that. Some drivers, you got to have some drivers to spice it up instead of everybody being a little bit of a pushover. So, you got to have a villain, and Gabe Pizzola, I think, has embraced that role pretty big here.
Well, Dawson, we're gonna get ready here for my qualifying attempt. So I hope you say big, beautiful things about me for my lap.
Well, we'll see what you can do, Enrique. Best of luck out there. And when you step out, we'll leave the door open and bring in one of our other newcomers here. Sam Hefner, welcome to the booth. Hi, welcome. Well, you got your first laps in here in the Slide Job Racing League, getting ready to go for the duels next week. How are you feeling about your car this season and what you're going to try to do? As we saw Gabe Cazzola just put a 20th fastest lap down of 49.730.
Yeah, pretty excited to be here, new to this league this season. I'm somebody who's done a lot of league racing over the years on different games like Forza Motorsport and things like that. So this is all new for me. So really tried to go into tonight, no expectations, just try to put a pretty good lap down, and looking forward to next week. This has been a lot of fun so far. Everybody's pretty welcoming here. So yeah, we're just really happy to be here. I have me and my buddy Coleman on a team together, and we're looking forward to having some fun this year.
Well, we're looking forward to see you have some fun, but while we got you here, anybody else you want to shout out while we got you in the booth here tonight as we get ready to get some more qualifying laps put down for the drivers?
A couple of guys watching here from a racing league that I do, so I want to say hello to all the boys that are watching the stream, and yeah, this has been a lot of fun so far. I'm looking forward to racing with you guys this year.
Been looking forward to it too. That is the voice of the 20 car, Sam Hefner, brand new to this league. He looks to start his quest for glory next week in the duels at Daytona. Best of luck to you, Sam.
Thank you, appreciate it.
And right now, Alec Martinez, another member of the Cruz Auto Racing Group, he makes his way on the racetrack, making his way to the start-finish line. That time, he'll set a lap time of 49.712. That is good to bump him into the top 10. That is the 7th fastest lap of anybody here tonight. Still seeing some really fast lap times coming in here late. Nobody yet to challenge Armistead and Cruz for those top spots. Even Pacheco in 3rd and Jones in 4th. Pacheco was the 3rd car to go out. Jones, I think, was the 2nd car to go out. They still sit in the top 5. Very good lap times from those two very early on. But here's a guy I think that can contend between those guys and try to crack this top 5. That is the 54 of Youssef Ghali. He is a winner here in the Slide Job Racing League. He's looking to see if he can pick up a Daytona win. If he can, but that has to start by qualifying into the race. He is not locked in. He has to race his way in. We'll see what Youssef can do. Working the high lane here on his warm-up lap. He'll dart down to the bottom lane. Get ready to start his qualifying run. And you'll see him shoot right down to that double yellow line and start his lap time. We'll see what the 54 can do. If he can challenge for the pole position. I believe right after him should be the 22 of Enrique Cucalon getting ready to qualify. Look at to see how Enrique does. Just a moment. But as Youssef Ghali makes his way down the back straightaway, heading into turns 3 and 4, hugging that double yellow line as best as he can. Trying to give that 54 a good starting spot, at least in the duels, if not in the race itself. Rounding his way off turn 4, very fast lap coming for Youssef Ghali. Heading for the start-finish line this time, it's going to be a 49.711. That is only good to bump him 6th fastest, just shy of cracking the top 5. 1/1000th off of beating Baffert and Jones. Tied actually with Baffert, just a 10th off, a 1/1000th off, pardon me, of Rivers Jones. Right now, Baffert holds the spot over Ghali. It's tied though. They're tied with the same exact lap time for those open cars. We'll see how they're able to make it work. Talked Derek Newsom earlier in this broadcast. He is now out qualifying the number 05 machine as he makes his way down the front straightaway on his hot lap now. Entering turn number 1, gonna hug that double yellow line. That's, of course, everybody's goal, to get as close to that double yellow and hug, and hope and pray that they can set a lap time that's worthy of putting them on the pole. I clicked the wrong thing, so the ticker's gonna slow down real quick. That's no big deal. Back to what I wanted here, and that was our track map to see how everybody's rolling along. But Derek Newsom making his way on to 3 and 4 in this number 05 machine. As Newsom comes around the corner, he'll head down the front straightaway, heading for home. Derek Newsom in the 05 will hit the stripe this time. It's going to be about a 49.733. Good for 24th fastest right now for that 05. Now rolling onto the racetrack, it's the 49 of Quincy Strawhacker. Saw him come into the series last season. Got some good runs, but looking to pick up some better runs. Starting off with a win at Daytona is what he hopes to do, so see what he can do. Cutting down to that double yellow line and beginning his timed lap is the 49 machine. The driver we talk about runs in the NASCAR Motorsport Cup Series on BRN, now coming in tonight as a member of the Slide Job Racing League as well. He's looking to see if he can put up a good run in qualifying to try and go for not the pole position, at least, again, give himself a good spot in the duel to have a shot to transfer in to the feature. Top 10s last season. After 9 starts, he'll hit the stripe this time. Good to put him 22nd fastest with a 49.729 for Quincy Strawhacker. Next car on track is getting ready to roll right by him. That is the number 8, and if I'm not mistaken, that is another Kyle Bueno racing car. That is Nicholas Baumann. A new face to the race as he makes his way around turns 1 and 2 on his warm-up lap. Got a lot of quote-unquote ties here on ATVO. Not sure if that's translating to iRacing, but if it is, then see that at some point. Bauman coming around town in to the front stretch to the tri-oval. He'll hit that W line and start running on his hot lap. Down into turn one, right against the W line as best as he can. Wants to make sure that he does not lose any time in the corners. It could be the difference between making this field being cut from it in the duels. So he hit the stripe that time. It is 19th fastest to 49.725. We'll go back to Matt Steiner, who now makes his way on the racetrack. That one main financial scheme, of course, that we see Elliott Sadler drive. Probably the world's only Elliott Sadler fan still around. At number 38, looking to see what he can do. He'll hug this double yellow line and start his qualifying lap time. Running his way through 1 and 2, trying to hug that double yellow with all he's got. And heading down for 3 and 4, right there on that double yellow line, trying to hold a pretty wheel in this 38 car, heading for the start-finish line, heading for home. Steiner looking to see if he can't crack a good qualifying start here. Day 49.730. Currently 25th fastest. Top half of the field right there for Matt Steiner. Going out on track now is the 81 machine. This is Jaden Hopp, another new name to the Slide Job Racing League. And right now, we'll go ahead and pull somebody up here to talk to him. See what we got. Joining us in the booth here is Jeffrey Armistead. Right now, the pole sitter. Of course, watching anxiously as more cars start to tick away. Jeffrey, how you feeling about that pole run right now? Currently 0.005 of a second faster than second place Dane Cruz.
I feel pretty good about it. It's held on long enough. I was, probably like the 15th or so person to go out, and there's a lot of drivers that are good at this that were coming out, and like Dane was one of them. I know like Bafford, Matthew O'Brien. There's several guys in here that could definitely have knocked me off. I was really nervous watching their laps. I've been in the chat with Brett and Mikey, and we've just been watching everyone run, and some runs look really fast, and they are really fast, and you don't know how fast they are. So it's kind of a relief when it comes up and shows them like 5th or 6th, which is a very respectable run, but not knocking me off. So hoping these last few drivers, my time will hold off. It's held on so far, so I'm hoping it continues.
We're looking for a second straight front row start in that number 02 machine. Right now, 9th fastest for our most recent runner. That is Jaden Hopp, new to the league. So, ticking off. Closer and closer, though, to the end of this group. Best of luck for you, Jeffrey.
Yeah, Dawson, I appreciate it.
That was Jeffrey Armistead, a winner at Daytona before winning back in season number 11, I do believe. But Jaden Hopp, 9th fastest. Great run for the newcomer. We'll throw Jeffrey back to his team, his group. There we go. It's Jaden Hopp, 9th fastest. Great run for another newcomer. He'll be starting up well in his duel, but We see Enrique Cucalon now on the racetrack, the number 22, running this Joey Logano Shell Pennzoil scheme that he ran at Daytona. The Joseph Newgarden scheme, as I affectionately call it, because it's a Joseph Newgarden scheme. That's what it is. I'm not sure how many more we have left tonight that are running. We've got a couple more cars queued up on pit road. Not sure how many are left to go. I mentioned Armistead. He is just nervous, waiting, letting these faster cars that are still going, making sure that they're not going to be the ones to knock him off. There's definitely two names I'd say that you'd be watching for, and that is the 2 and the 3. Richard Olson and Dylan Parker still, as well as Jaden Porter, have yet to run. Be anxious to see how they do, but Enrique Cucalon coming off of turns 3 and 4, looking to set his fast lap. We'll see what he can do as he comes around the bend, heading for home at the start-finish line this time. Cucalon's going to put down 49.788, 49th fastest for the 22. That was not a good lap there for Enrique, but it's not about where you start, it's about where you finish, and that's his goal. He's going to have to race in the duels to make it into the field. Another new name in the field, Ethan Sikorsky, I believe is how you pronounce that name, and if I got that wrong, then I do apologize. And I guess we'll pull him in here too. Got Dylan Parker in the booth now. Dylan, why haven't you set a lap time?
Say what?
Why haven't you set a lap time?
I was, directing traffic. I was being the man. I was, being the hero that we all deserved.
Well, very good at qualifying you are. But more importantly, it's going to be the race. What are you looking forward to doing in your duel? I have a feeling you're going to want to start in the back of your duel and try to fight to the front to practice for the actual race. But what are you looking forward to next week?
Oh my gosh, you know me so well, Dawson. You're exactly right. That's exactly what I'm going to do because I have zero experience in this plate package that we've gotten since the last update. So I got the championship provision and top 25. I got like all the provisions you could want. So yeah, it's just I'm not gonna try to be a weapon, I'm just gonna sit there and dip my toe in the water and see what people do, see how the car reacts to certain stuff. Because I don't want to wreck anyone, and there's some new people that'd be a bad look. Yeah, I can't wreck them until like week 5, whenever we got them, hooked. So yeah, that's exactly what I was gonna do. So I'm so glad you know me.
I'll tell you one provisional that Dylan Parker doesn't have. He doesn't have the sponsor provisional, and thank God I got that because after the lap I put up on the board.
Oh my goodness, you're 50th. What the hell? What did you do?
Oh, gotta love it. Gotta love it. Dylan, of course, mentioned that he's going to come from the back. He's going to do his best to not wreck anybody. He says he's going to wait to wreck them when they're comfortable, which sounds about Dylan Parker. Right now on the racetrack, it's Bryson Bird. Just recently on the track was Ethan Sikorsky. He put down, I believe it was the 33rd fastest lap time in the 94 machine at 49.736. Right now we have Bryson Bird in the 53 car. Out on the racetrack.
Yep. And we have more cars go off after this. We have to put up another session. There's too many people.
Bryson Bird, 13th, 49.719. Good qualifying time for him. We now head to, I believe, the 97, who is rounding for the start-finish line to start his lap time.
Yeah, Enrique has a chance to fall even further down the lineup. But, holy, dude, have you seen how many, duplicate lap times we have?
It's insane. We've had a lot of just insanely similar lap times, and it's pretty crazy. I'm trying to look and see Joseph Turley. I don't see him on any of the entry list stuff. I don't have him on my list. I don't know if he was a late entry or if I'm just reading over his name.
He might have been a late entry because I think I read that off in my entry of the roster.
We'll punch him in. Right now, he's the 81st driver that is registered to attempt this race. If so, so a big field for this race. Looks like his lap time is a 726. On my end, that is good to put him 23rd right now as things stand, and I think we have the 98 car right behind him. It's Juan Esamilla
Right.
coming out onto the racetrack.
I need to focus.
Well, we'll let Dylan focus. We're going to kick him back to the admin booth. And we've got Enrique, of course, mentioned he's got the sponsors provisional if he needs it. He's trying to race his way in, though, instead, but we have yet another Bacayo Bueno racing machine out on the racetrack. This number 98. And I must say, for all these team schemes, did you see a lot of guys running team schemes of this? These Bacayo Bueno racing schemes, I gotta say, they're probably the best in the show. These things are fantastic. The Cruise Autosport cars are also nice, but I love the chrome blue that all of these cars have. Just shout out to Bacayo Bueno Racing for how good these schemes look on this racetrack at night. But heading down to start his lap time in the 98 machine, it is Juan Esamilla. I think I'm saying it right. I hope I am, but 44th fastest, 49.750. Actually completing his fast lap. And it looks like our next car going on the track is a heavy hitter now. Bridger Olsen finally making it onto the racetrack. We'll see what the two can do. Can he go for the pole? Locked into this race already. Top 25 in points last season. Can he somehow steal the pole away from Jeffrey Armistead?
Yeah, and first of all, big apologies for Ben Bafford. Ben, I'm taking your damn spot in the 500.
Well, you can go race the duels and try to race your way in that way, you know.
I mean, yeah, but, I mean, right now.
Got a long way to go. We'll see what happens. So Olsen will hit the line this time. It's 49.712. Puts him in 9th fastest in the 2 machine. Now, here he is. He said he wants to start out back in the duel. He wants to try to race his way through the duel and see how he can race this package, but he's going to go for a qualifying lap anyways, just because he can. It's Dylan Parker. I believe we have one more lap time coming up after him in this session. That's Jaden Porter in the 28. Currently on track. We'll see what the 28 can do. Watching Dylan Parker right now. Can he knock Cruz or Armistead off the front row? Heading for home down the front stretch. He'll hit the start-finish line. This time by Dylan Parker runs it in. It's a 49.720. Not enough for Dylan Parker. Right now, he sits 17th fastest of the field that's qualified so far. Now our 60th qualifier. This is Jaden Porter in the 28 machine. A winner last season. I believe. I feel positive in saying that, but for some reason I'm wrong. I swore he won last season. I must be tripping. Not shocking. But Jaden Porter, of course, really good, really great. Has been trying to break through and get a win. He hadn't. I could have sworn he did. I feel like I'm going crazy that he didn't. But he's out here right now looking to see if he can take the pole position away from Armistead or Cruz. The last car in this session, I believe, that's going to go qualifying before we go into our second session to get the rest of the drivers qualified in tonight. Jaden Porter heading for the front stretch, heading for home, heading for the start-finish line. At the line this time, his time will register as a...
No!
No!
Don't go down there.
Doesn't matter anyways, it was slow, 49.758. I don't think it's going to hold because he went below the double yellow line. But that is 60 drivers that have set a lap time in this session. And like I said, I believe we have a second session getting ready to move over to have to double check and make sure. I believe that's the case. Is that there should be a second session that we need to jump over to get the rest of our qualifiers. Have to double check though, but I'm not too sure. As Jaden crosses the line, he'll set another lap time and then pull off. Oh,
I think it's legal on the last.
He's gonna go launching and take off. We have had 60 drivers, and it was legal in the last lap. He went down there, he did that. 60 times have been posted, I believe, as of right now. That is where we'll stand. Take a look at your current fastest times here in qualifying. Jeffrey Armistead is your pole sitter as it stands right now over Dane Cruz. Christian Pacheco, third fastest lap. Rivers Jones currently sits fourth. And then it's Ben Bafford tied with Yusuf Ghali. Bafford given the edge right now. So if that's the case, and Bafford has the edge, he is the fastest qualifier that is not locked in. You got Moreno in 7th. Martinez is 8th. Ridge Rolls in 9th. Jaden Hopp is rounding out your top 10. You'll move further back. There's Matthew J. O'Brien, 11th fastest. FJP in 13th. Rick Falker, 12th fastest. Good lap for the 44. Bryson Bird went 14th, and it was Blades Sparling, Justin Rott, Dylan Parker, Brett Bennett, Luke Breitschoff, and Michael Walls were your top 20. We'll kind of just click through the rest of this field for you. Gabriel Dehari, 26th fastest, the big name there on that list. Then further down the rankings there, Ryan Bogey, our BRN co-commentator, 34th fastest in the 35 machine. He has to race his way into the field. As it sits right now, he'll be in the second dual race next week. Got other names there. Michael Kruger, 43rd fastest for the 41. Not a good qualifying run for him, but locked into the field. Just going to have to race through the duels in duel number 1, see what he can do. Mentioned Jaden Porter, the 51st fastest lap. Those are the drivers that have all set lap times so far tonight. Not sure if that's going to be the end of it, though. We'll have to see. Just to make sure.
Yeah,
Well,
waiting to hear a word from the admins.
we'll pull him up here. Good old Ryan Bogey. Ryan. I know Jaden won that race. I know he won that race. I thought he had a second race win as well. I was wrong.
Oh. I didn't hear that part.
Yeah.
I just heard you talking about him having a win, not having a win.
Not having a win last season.
No.
I could have sworn he won last season. He did not win last season. Of course, winner at Auto Club in season 12. There was an incident with Yusuf Ghali and he kept taking Moreno last lap that gave Porter the win. And he's been trying to get a second win since then. Just hasn't been able to get it done. But you never know. 2 weeks could be the time for him to pick up a win. We're still waiting to see, though, for sure if we're getting a new session. Well, Ryan, how you feel about racing the duels?
I qualified about where I expected. There's still more people to possibly go, so I might even fall down further. Which is going to be weird if we have a new session. I feel like that might change the track, but we'll
Well, at least you didn't go 56 like me.
Yeah, what happened? What happened? Did you go 5th gear?
Yeah, let's just say PS4 controller. Let's just leave it at that.
Where's your wheel?
Upstairs.
All this time in preparing, and you brought a controller to the
I mean,
events.
like, I wasn't even planning on running the lap tonight. I'm just like, okay, let's just run it for the funsies, I guess.
I honestly wasn't gonna be here tonight, but then I was like, you know, maybe I should just try to qualify as best as I could for the duel, even though I'm gonna be starting towards the bottom half of the field. So, and with this new plate track package with these cars, it's almost impossible to make your way through the field without wrecking somebody. So it should be interesting. I don't even know, like I said earlier, I don't even know like who's going to be locked in and who's not because it seems to change every single day. So I'm just gonna pass everybody and try to win the duel. That's the goal.
Well, for me, I can at least say that I went faster than Tyler Watermole, so I mean, positives still come out of the night.
Well, here's the thing. He's locked in. So it
I'm
doesn't
also
even
locked
matter.
in.
You're locked in? No, you're not.
Yeah, I bought the dual sponsorship.
Okay, so so you get locked in for the dual sponsorship, but I don't get locked in for sponsoring literally the Dash for Cash in this series.
Oh man, here we go. All right,
Yeah.
we're going to commercial.
Here I am wasting
Maggio.
$50 of my money for 5 weeks, and I don't get to have the provisional to go into any single
we're
any
fighting.
single of those races. Huh?
I said we're throwing hands in the booth.
So all well, I guess. I mean, it's not even the dash for bread isn't even for Daytona, so I guess I wouldn't be locked in this race anyway. But
Well, we're just waiting. I guess it looks like we are getting another session, at least for Luis Ramirez.
Oh, we gotta get out the cinematographic camera angles for this one. Gotta get all the special effects for Luis Ramirez's lap.
I can draw over it.
he can't be the only one doing a lap, right?
I sure hope not.
I feel like we had a lot more people qualifying left, but who knows?
Trying to figure out, just making sure before we try to go off the air, because I need to go sleep. I need to go beddy bye. I gotta work in the morning.
It's Lewis.
Oh my
It's
god.
just Lewis. Are we
Yeah, it's
kidding?
just Luis.
Are we kidding?
We got one car that has yet to run. Well, if we just got one car left, we can at least pull him up here because he's guaranteed a front row start. We'll bring him back in the booth. And we're talking to Jeffrey Armistead again. Jeffrey, it sounds like we've only got one car left to qualify, so we're going to make a whole new session for one car only. And if that's the case, you have officially locked up another front row start for the iRacing.Funny250. How does it feel to know that now you didn't already have to worry about anything in the first place? You were locked in on points, but now just being able to start front row, how does that feel?
Yeah, starting front row is definitely good. I hope I can stay up there. You know, we'll see how the duel goes, but definitely in the race itself, in the iRacing.Funny250, we'll see how the duels go. Last year I dropped to the back and I lost the draft pretty quick and just kind of rode around. I don't think I want to do that this year, especially I know there's the new drafting package. I haven't really run that in this car just yet, so might see what I can learn from the duels. I don't know if there's still the rule that you like just have to finish or be on the lead lap or what, but you know, we'll figure out what makes sense to take care of the car and the starting position while also figuring out how these cars draft with the new drafting model. So, but yeah, it feels really good. Starting up front's always great. Not having to worry about where you finish in the duels, or especially make it envy of the duels. That's definitely good, especially with how many people we've got that are going for like 14 spots or however many it is. So not having that stress over us is pretty nice too. So yeah, I'm happy about it. We'll see if this one car can knock me off, but being locked in is great.
Well, we'll see what you can do, Jeffrey. Right now, proverbially locked in to the front row. He will be one of our two that should be starting front row for the iRacing.Funny250.
Yeah, Dawson, real quick. I've had a couple people ask like what I do with this. I just use a Microsoft Sidewinder. It's that simple. Like just use a Microsoft Sidewinder and you'll qualify on the pole.
It's that simple. It's that easy. That's all you have to do.
Now, wheel technology might have been perfected in 1998, and it might be hard to find one now. I don't know. I don't have to find one. I have one. But if you want to qualify on the pole, just go buy Microsoft Sidewinder.
Will a PS4 controller work?
I think Enrique has shown that it will not.
56.
Enrique, go on eBay and look for Microsoft Sidewinders with the force feedback, and you'll instantly start running faster.
I will definitely have to take a look into that.
That's all the advice I can give.
Well, that is your front row starter guaranteed here, Jeffrey Armistead. Jeffrey, congrats on the front row start, and hopefully you're able to maybe go for a second Daytona win.
Yeah, let's hope so. Thanks, Dawson, and Ryan and Enrique, appreciate it.
And while we open the door for Jeffrey to get the hell out, where he can stay, I don't really care. Bring in Michael Kruger.
Hello, Mikey.
Mikey, what happened? 43rd in qualifying for the 41 machine. Gonna have to work your way through the duels, but you're locked in on points anyways. What does that mean for you now, having to race through the duels?
Just really not the spot I was hoping for. I mean, I just laid a goose egg in qualifying, and I didn't get a great jump as what I had hoped, and I scrubbed too much speed off, and I just didn't put a good lap down. I mean, it was just really a lousy performance, honestly. But I usually always do terrible when qualifying here in the SJRL qualifying for the iFunny250. I mean, the only time I actually did qualify good was like 6th, and I blew the engine in the duel. So I guess it's always meant to be that I always qualify horrible for the duels. So yeah, as always, just got a lot of work to do. But I guess that's what makes it entertaining.
Yeah, the good thing about it, though, it's not about where you start, it's about where you finish. So you can start at last out back, and it's still, when that checker flag flies, you can be up front and winning it. So what are you feeling, though, just is this season as a whole, getting ready to go into Season 2 running these next-gen cars?
Well, hopefully this time I'm looking for some redemption. Last year was pretty tough. I mean, I felt I only missed one race, and if I'd made that one race, or if any other circumstances from races that didn't play out like they did, I would be in the playoffs. But we fell short, and we did the most of what we could in the playoffs, nonetheless, trying to just compete. And it was disappointing, and this year we looked to try to return back to form to get back somehow. But obviously it's going to be pretty tough because, as always, we have super stiff competition. It's really hard to be competitive and being consistent and competing because there's so much talent in this league. It's so tricky to just have good runs, and hopefully this year we can put some decent runs and limit stupid mistakes that cost me a good bit last year in numerous races and would have put me in a little bit of a better spot. But we'll just see how it rolls this season, hoping to just get back to the postseason.
Well, we'll see if you can get back there, you and Jeffrey both, and looking forward to seeing how this goes out. You know what? Why not bring him in here? Matt Steiner. Matt, how do you feel about your qualifying run tonight?
And we've been copyrighted.
Yeah, we're down.
It's over.
Rats.
It's over. Pack it up. BRN is over.
Matt Steiner, your thoughts on what Jeffrey Armistead said earlier?
Number 38, Matt Steiner, third place
Matt, you
medal
have to
said
use your
good.
mic and not type in the chat. The audience
Awesome.
can't. The audience can't see what
Number
you're
38,
saying.
Matt Steiner, third
For our
place medal said
audience
great
that
quote Jeffrey.
No,
watching
hold on.
this-
We've got this figured out. Because what I can do is I can have text-to-speech do his comments for him. It's perfect. It's foolproof. Matt, how you feeling about getting ready to go into these dual races and what you've got coming up here in Daytona next week, trying to race your way in? Well, I'm not going to do that message. That's a little harsh there, Matt. But we'll do this one.
Number 38, Matt Steiner, third place medal said I expect to miss the race, but I hope I don't.
Hello?
All right, well, I don't think we're getting another session up. I think that's going to do it for us here in qualifying. And so with that, right now our field is unofficial. Obviously, there might be another qualifying round that somehow gets run tonight that we don't know about because there's been nothing afterwards about it. So Dylan's here. Dylan's here. He's saying it's done. We're finished. So that's officially it. So Dane Cruz and Jeffrey Armistead are your two drivers locked into the front row. Armistead is on the pole. Cruz is in second. I think it's 2 seasons in a row now. These two have been the top 2 qualifiers. So pretty cool to see back-to-back here. We'll see if they can try to go out and take the checkered flag in just 2 weeks' time. But the duels next week, you want to tune in for that. You don't want to miss that. Going to be a lot of fun. But also, there's more racing here on BRN than just what we have on Tuesday nights. Upcoming Saturday or Thursday, it's the SOFA Racing League heading to Nashville Super Speedway, Music City racing for those trucks on Thursday night. Tune in for that one at 9 p.m. Eastern. You don't want to miss it here on BRN. I want to thank you to everybody in this league that has come out and joined me in the booth for this qualifying session. Everybody has lent their voice, has talked about what they're upcoming in the season, whether it was a guy who's been here since season 1 or the guys that are coming in for their first time tonight. I want to thank you all for joining me. Enrique, thank you for sticking with me the brunt of this, and Ryan for coming in here for a bit as well. Thank you to everybody who's tuned in. I saw a lot of people here tonight watching qualifying, so very excited to see that. Hopefully we can carry that over and roll some momentum into these duels next week. Looking forward to them. Got a lot of fun stuff coming up here, of course, 2 weeks' time. Daytona, the iRacing.Funny250. You don't want to miss it. The duels to set the field next week. And the SOFA Racing League, of course, they got some racing Thursday night. So a lot of stuff going on BRN in the upcoming weeks. Thank you, as always, for tuning in and watching. Thank you to the drivers for racing. This is Dustin Allen signing off, saying so long, and have a great rest of your night.